Hey guys, so this time last year, I released a video called GuildWars2, I think it was GuildWars2 What Does the Future Hold? So in this video, I basically talked about my opinions for what I thought was going to happen in the next little bit of GuildWars2. So now I incorrectly predicted Sab. I was hoping for World 3 of Sab. But unfortunately it did not come. However, this year it might come, as we have a backpack / glider set which hasn't been released yet, even though Super Adventure Box has been out for a few days now. And now we also have the Series 3 of the Super Adventure Box minis as well, which is pretty cool. So hopefully that is hinting at World 3. Now I also thought that we'd go back to the jungle, which we did in Bloodstone Fen, and we'd start the egg, which was a bit wrong, but we started episode 2, we had Irene hatching. I thought Irene could be evil and could go to the Crystal Desert, or that Mordramoth could infect Irene, which didn't happen. I also thought about the Ring of Fire, which again, Rising Flames happened, so that was cool. I wanted to go to Janthir, which we had the Raid 2, Wing 1 was in Janthir. The, whatchamacallit, oh my god, Bastion of the Penitent. And I wanted to see the Chrome, which didn't happen, unfortunately. Now, since it's been a year, I wanted to make a new video with new theories of what could happen. Now, I'm going to go through, kind of, obviously episode 5, 6 and expansion 2, and then I'm going to talk about some other stuff like Super Adventure Box as well, which I already did, so I don't need to talk about that. Great. Now, episode 5 firstly. The team that is doing episode 5 is the team that did episode 2. So when we left episode 2, we had just finished stabilizing Ember Bay, stopping it from erupting, and with the help of Lazarus, who we now know is a false god, we defended Irene as she hatched. So obviously with the episode 4 ending, we know that Lazarus is evil, so it'll be a good time to maybe catch up with Lazarus and Marjorie and investigate if Lazarus is truly Lazarus. We may also need to do some, prep work for Tiny's kind of facing Primordus against Jormag plan. So this would allow us to maybe explore a bit more of the Ring of Fire, which would be really cool. Obviously, because Primordus is currently based in the Ring of Fire. Anyway, so on episode 6, again, it's being made by the team who did episode 3. Now, in episode 3, we kind of taught Irene a little bit, and then we went off to Bitterfrost Frontier to search for Bram and kind of calm him down a bit. When we met him, he stormed off to kill Jormag, because he used his mother's bow to destroy the Tooth of Jormag, which was in Holbrack. So Rox went off with him to keep an eye on him. And then in the last episode we discovered that he kind of made an exploratory committee, so he kind of half calmed him down, but he's still going up to the Fire Shield Peak, he's still going after Jormag, and he's calling it Destiny's Edge. So I think we're going to catch up with him at some point. And probably, like in episode 5, do a bit of prep work for the Jormag side of things. So when we catch up with Bram, he's not going to like us, and he's probably going to be in the Fire Shield Peaks as well. So it'd be cool to see more of that deadly chilling that we saw in Bitterfrost Frontier, which hopefully there's not too much of it. It was nice when it was kind of just sectioned off, so you can go into this hard place and you'd have to make a potion. But I'd like it if it was more, a bit more open, so that there's more reason to go in there. Because currently it's just, you go in there to do the story and to get maybe a mastery or two, and that's about it. So it was a bit like, there's not much reason to explore there, and it'd be cool if there's a very tough region that was quite expansive, but it was cold, so you had to use fire and such to stay alive. Now I imagine we'll be catching up with Irene too, which will probably happen in episode 6, because they did a lot of stuff with Irene in episode 3, kind of teaching her and getting to know her better, etc. Now also, when we think about what we have gotten from Living World Season 3 so far, so we've had Bloodstone Fen, which is kind of a jungle map, so kind of Sylvari-y. then what do we have? We had Ember Bay, so that was quite Asura heavy. We had to go through Radonobus, and there's lots of Asuras researching there, etc. Then we had Bitterfrost Frontier, which obviously is the Norn region. It's nice and cold up in the Shiver Peaks. And then we had Lake Doric, which is right smack in the middle of human territory, right by their capital city. So the one race that is missing is the Char. Now, we did get a leak about a few months ago. Now, I don't know if it's a true leak or if it's just someone, messing and just trying to get a few likes on Reddit. I'm not too sure. But it's this picture here that I'm going to put up on screen now. So we can see that this is very deserty. So we have, if you look here very carefully, you can see we have Explore Amnoon Oasis, kind of there, and then enter the city of something. So Amnoon Oasis was a town in GuildWars2 in the Prophecies campaign, and it was in the Crystal Desert, and it was a kind of a town and a port. So this could be hinting at, I don't know, either expansion 2 or maybe episode 5 or 6, that we will eventually get to a Char-based, a desert, Crystal Desert based region over Ascalon. It kind of is. It's not truly Char based. It's not in Ascalon or in the Blood Legion homelands, but it's more Char based than the other maps. Sorry, and those other maps weren't truly racial based, but they have some connections, such as the jungle and research and being in human territory and stuff like that. Now, much like in Season 2, I think we will get a trailer for the upcoming expansion as the closing cinematic for Living World Season 3, which will be really cool. So the expansion at the moment is probably going to be Jormag versus Primordus, because that's been the main focus of Living World Season 3, kind of, at the moment, if you get me, because you have Primordus moved down from the Shiver Peaks, and then Bram's going after Jormag, and Timmy's figured out a way to have Jormag fight Primordus. Because of this screenshot, it makes me think maybe, just maybe, we're going to have Kralkatorrik in the mix too, so it'll be like a 3-way match. The only thing about this is it only leaves Steve to be attacked next. So they're going to have to think of either a new story, because they don't want to go underwater, everyone will hate that, or they're going to revamp underwater combat. I'm not sure if I said this in a video before, but I think the perfect way to revamp underwater combat is put it in a raid. If you stick underwater combat in a raid, it means it's gonna have to be continually updated and balanced and made better. Like, it doesn't have to be a hard encounter, maybe just a short little bit that you go underwater. And I don't think you do this in Bastion Penitent. I actually haven't completed that raid, so I'm not too sure. But that would be probably the best way to do it. Now, the question is, where will the expansion be? So if it is Jormag versus Primordus, it will probably be kind of Ring of Fire and Shiver Peaks based, but then we could also get Kralkatorrik becoming the main disturbance. Maybe he rises up because Irene is starting to rise, so he's like, who's this? So then we have to go silence him in the Crystal Desert, while we have Primordus fighting Jormag, kind of keeping each other at bay. They're distracted, we kill Kralkatorrik, come back, next expansion we kill them, and then we go after Steve. I don't know, could work. Also, if we are going after Primordus, it could be underground as well. So, they have been my theories of where GuildWars2 could be going in the future. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, maybe leave a like or comment on my theories below in the comment section, and subscribe for more GuildWars2 videos in the future. Thank you very much for watching, and take care.